Theseus. Theseus was the son of the king of Athens, Aegis and Aethra. Aegis told Aethra that if she had a boy, to take him to a rock where he had buried his engraved sword and sandals. The only way to retrieve these items would be to lift the rock. He then told her to have the boy travel to Athens so he could find him. When Aethra thought that Theseus was old enough, she took him to the rock and told him of his task. He lifted it easily and retrieved his father's possessions. Theseus decided to travel to Athens by land, because he knew there would be many robbers and murderers who needed to be handled. On the way, he met Periphetes, Sciron, Sinis, and Procustes, all who he killed by outwitting. He finally reached Athens, and went to the castle where Aegis lived with his new wife, Medea, a sorceress who had the king under her powers. She quickly realized who Theseus was, and told the king that Theseus was there to kill him. She told him to invite Theseus to a banquet so that she could poison his wine. Aegis invited him, but once he saw Theseus' sword, he pushed the poisoned cup of wine to the floor and embraced his son. They were both overjoyed. Medea left the castle. One day, much later, King Minos came in a ship with black sails to collect his yearly sacrifice of 14 tributes, 7 girls and 7 boys, to be fed to the Minotaur in the labyrinth. Theseus wanted to stop the sacrifice, so he volunteered to be a tribute so that he could prove himself as a hero and slay the Minotaur. His father told him that if he came back alive, to change the sails from black to white. Theseus agreed, and went off to the ship. When the tributes arrived in Crete, Minos asked each who they were, and Theseus told him he was the prince of Athens and the son of Poseidon. Minos believed that he was lying, so he threw his ring into the sea and told Theseus to retrieve it. Theseus dove in, and the nymph Thetis gave him the ring and a crown, which Theseus brought back to Minos. Minos was not impressed, and Theseus went with the rest to the castle to wait until they would be sent into the labyrinth. Minos' daughter, Ariadne, fell in love with Theseus and brought him a ball of silk thread, which she told him to tie to the entrance of the labyrinth, so he could find his way back. And once he had killed the Minotaur, he was to take Ariadne back to Athens so that she could be his queen.